This is a printout of a legal case, Berryhill versus Berryhill, that helped set legal precedents in the state of Alabama. It's about a 10-year-old little boy who lost his mom to cancer in 1980. He was in the center of a custody battle between his natural father and his stepfather. The rulings in this article were battled back and forth from the Circuit Court of Mobile, Alabama, to the Civil Court of Appeals, and eventually all the way to the Alabama Supreme Court. The final rulings in 1982 would help set legal precedents in the state of Alabama and continues to be upheld and citing to today. I was the little boy in this court case that this court case is about. My name is Ronnie Berryhill. I'm the father of Philip Berryhill, a 7th grader here at Clark Shaw. I have lived in Mobile, Alabama all of my life. I remember when my mom left Mobile to go to Texas to get cancer treatments. I remember her coming home, but she was so sick I didn't get allowed to see her very much. I stayed with other family members at the time. I remember my stepfather telling me that she had passed away. My real father's family had came to town for my mom's services. They expected to take me home with them. The truth is, I didn't know them, I didn't know my dad or his family at the time. My parents divorced when I was a baby. They lived in North Alabama. I guess that's when the court battle started. Claude Boone was a local attorney that my family had known for quite some time. I think this might have been his first family law case. I remember Mr. Boone really didn't want to take the case at the time. Back then, it was unheard of a step-parent winning custody over a natural parent. The courthouse often became a part of my daily life. I knew the staff at the courthouse very well, from the bailiffs to the judges. It felt like the court was often I was at the court often as much as I was at school. My teachers, my pastor, my doctors, my neighbors, friends, and family all had to come to court to testify. All of my family photos were taken from picture albums my mom had arranged and placed into boxes and labeled as exhibits. To this day, some of those pictures are still in exhibit boxes because they were lost throughout the time, and the names and the inscriptions on them. So some of the people, I don't even know who they are in the pictures. I think the courts had trouble making a decision to allow my stepfather to have custody over my real dad because that just wasn't heard of. One court would rule in our favor, the other court would rule overturn the ruling until it finally ended at the Alabama Supreme Court. The Alabama Supreme Court upheld the original ruling. My stepfather would retain custody of me. I was told this was one of the first times the state had gave custody to a step-parent. Over a natural parent. I remember Mr. Boone telling me that we had won and that it was finally over. Mr. Boone continued to practice family law in Mobile and was very successful at it. He never forgot me. I would see him at different sporting good places and throughout the city, and he would always stop and ask me how I was doing. He gave me a copy of the law book so I knew how the case would be remembered and help set history in the state of Alabama. Mr. Boone passed away last year, and I will always remember how he helped fight for me from the time I was young.